The Jimmy Simpson Recreation Centre in Toronto, this one here behind me, has been activated as an additional warming centre in response to this weekend's storm. But with another winter wallop upon us, advocates are raising concerns about those who are experiencing homelessness and how they will cope with this next wave of heavy snowfall.
The risk is pretty significant that they might experience hypothermia or frostbite or other health effects from being exposed to the cold.
Dr. Stephen Huang is a professor at the University of Toronto and physician and researcher at St. Michael's Hospital. He says winter storms like the one we're seeing often lead people experiencing homelessness to find any means of shelter they can in order to escape the weather.
They will often take shelter on the TTC, and they'll also often come to emergency departments at hospitals, not because they have an acute medical problem, but because they're simply seeking a warm place.
5 warming centers remain open this weekend, but there have been reports that some of the centers have been reaching capacity.
There are, but we are doing the best we can, and we are doing fine.
We know that there's not enough shelter beds for everyone who wants a shelter bed, and the warming centers can fill up pretty quickly.
The city tells us that space at these centers will be temporarily increased to ensure its capacity is not lost during this weekend storm. Earlier this week, temporary contingency spaces were also added across the shelter system in areas not traditionally used for sleeping. Dr. Huang, though, says it's okay to always reach out to someone on the streets who looks to be in need of support.
If you're concerned, is simply to make eye contact with the person and speak to them and ask them, are you okay? I think that that's just a simple, human thing to do.
Extra city outreach teams will also be dispatched this weekend. Last year, Toronto's shelter system accommodated more than 12,000 people per night. And through the winter plan, the city says it has added more than 1,200 new shelter system and housing spaces to help those in need. Community advocates and the mayor, though, say that these are all Band-Aid solutions.
Having affordable housing and the right supports to help people make the transition into permanent housing successfully is critical.
Ultimately, we need to bring people in a shelter into homes because all of this is stopgap.
Now, the Cecil Community Centre will not be activated as a warming centre because it has been booked as a voting location for the upcoming provincial election. In Toronto, Afia Ba, City News.